Hello everyone, it is the end of June, start of July really, on this day, and that means we have a Prehistoric Kingdom dev diary. If you like how Jurassic World 3 is looking, then you're probably going to like Prehistoric Kingdom. It's basically Jurassic World Evolution 3, but already out. And they're adding a pretty nice update right now. Hi, I'm Greyhammer, and if you really like this channel, or just the stuff that we do on this channel, go ahead and subscribe, because it really will help me out create more videos like this. But they're adding breeding, so we no longer have to create baby dinosaurs. We can use the actual dinosaurs themselves to create these baby dinosaurs and have seamless growth. That's something they're not even going to have in Jurassic World Evolution 3, so that seamless growth being in this game is going to be really cool. And let's just say that the nests look amazing. Prehistoric Kingdom is currently 30% off on Steam up until July 11th. So if you're watching this the day that it comes out, you've got 11 days to go ahead and buy this game and install it. It was only $30 to begin with, so really should be like 20 bucks now, and that's pretty well priced for what you get with this game. So they were going to add this into the very last update, which I think is update 19, until it goes like full launch. But they pushed it forward, which they've been doing quite a bit recently. Props to them, because players love baby animals and they really wanted to work on it, which is just kind of crazy. Prehistoric Kingdom they're able to crank out a lot of really nice stuff right now. So unfortunately, this does mean that the update will come out in late August instead of July, like we originally thought. But you get stuff like this. I mean, come on. That looks amazing. So let's talk a little bit more about Update 15. Is in breeding, it becomes viable once you've unlocked male animals during research. There's a number of factors. So each dinosaur is going to have a fertility ranking. You can kind of see here. So they'll have a max fertility. So high fertility can produce more babies in per batch. And you'll need to adjust the growth speed and maturity of their creatures. The slower the animal grows and the younger it is, the higher the fertility. So basically, if you take time to grow your dinosaurs, you're going to have better fertility dinosaurs. Yeah, so it's pretty important. And then also, this is the crazy thing, they're doing breeding seasons. So you can see kind of their breeding season here. So off of a 12-month calendar. So, for example, the T Rex can breed from July to September. This is really cool. Really makes the breeding more realistic in this game. Something, again, I don't think we're going to get in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Also have some breeding animation shown here with the Lelanosaura. Looks pretty good, looks like a lot of birds. And so the courtship can be accepted or rejected. And then a successful courtship means that the female has been bred and has the potential to carry offspring for the remainder of the breeding season. However, you're going to have to create either a nest or a birthing bed. So these are the different sized nests. I assume that each dinosaur will have different nests it can use. And if you don't include those in the habitat, they will not carry offspring. So you can kind of use that as birth control. So after a successful courtship, they'll seek out a nesting module. Once claimed, she'll physically dig up the nest or birthing bed, changing its features in real time. Nests in particular can be built into craters or mounds, while birthing beds have dried grass and leaf litter. So you can see kind of this Triceratops has made a mound, similar to a alligator, whereas these raptors have created this nest here. And T-Rex is originally going to get is now going to get a mound. They did use this more nest now, and then you can kind of see the birthing bed. So yeah, you can also select what species are allowed to use a nest or a birthing bed, and it makes it easier for species that you keep together. For example, the Colodonta and Elasmotherium. So yeah, you can pick it, and it looks like you can. I don't know how you would select that, but pretty cool. Next generation, eggs will appear once it's been built up. Each egg has a health bar and must be tended by parents or in the future vets. So if your parents' dinosaurs spent too much time away from the eggs through trying to get water or food, then the egg health will drop, killing the eggs one at a time. So you want to manage that by having everything pretty close to where your nests are. Birthing beds are similar, but the mammals are more resilient. Um, the mother will rest and deliver her babies at the end of the incubation period. Nest and birthing beds will return to their original dirt-like state a short time after the babies have been born, allowing new parents to claim the module. Why go through this? Animals born in the park have higher like animal points, so like appeal, than those bred in the nursery. Investing into breeding is a good way to get your park rating up, and then this will be important when in update 16. So the next update, animals will finally die of old age. Um, then there's some FAQs. Why did you go with that? It's just basically the best solution. Uh, Instead of having your dinosaurs randomly build nests. Of course, the next question is going to be what happens with animals with different skins breed. You can kind of get these lines, and they'll be randomly assigned a skin from the mother or father. Fighting is not implemented over nest yet. There will be disputes that can occur between females of competitive species. They'll want to expand on that. Deleting a claimed nest or birthing bed will issue a pop-up and will destroy the eggs or pregnancy if it's accepted. They're aiming to add things that will create nest diseases and pregnancy complications in the next update. So I guess 15. In 15. Wait, there was something I saw in 16 that maybe I don't know. I saw something that said update 15, and I think I read it as 16, but I'm okay. Never mind. Whatever. Update 15 is the current one. I'm sorry. Animals will not breed with direct relatives. There's always a chance we'll get less animals. Animals have realistic offspring. So they had to scale things down. Some more information. They will stop breeding when they go over a certain level of overcrowding, and you can delete nest modules. You'll have more control through feeder supplements in update 16. So here's some more looks into the nest. Nest and birthing beds start as dirt mounds. It's only once they've claimed that they build into it. So they've been able to replicate nests that have actually been seen in the fossil record. Nests can either be craters, mounds, or anywhere in between depending on the species. There's also a variety of substrates for both of them and birthing beds. Here's kind of how it looks. So just it generally could create that crater. And I think this is more of a mound. A different kind of crater, different kind of mound. Different colors. Different substrates. Looking pretty cool. I'd love to see how this really works in game. And then all these eggs. And then this is how a mound would look with eggs. Then hatched eggs. So yeah, we have 4 different egg types, including ovoid, round, soft, and long. That actually sit on the outside of a nest, just like you'd see like for the dinosaurs in real life. And you can each species has its own dinosaur egg color as well to make it even more unique, so you can kind of see some different varieties. What's also cool is the amount of eggs roughly applies to how many babies are going to be born. And then we've got the baby Gallimimus. And they look adorable. They're so cute. and just the adult with the babies looks really, really nice. It looks like they're going to go in the desert biome, which is great. They're going to go in that section for my zoo. They grow seamlessly from baby to adult, as you'd kind of expect at this point with Prehistoric Kingdom. They've been pretty consistent at creating these. It really is a nice transition. Wonder, I guess that was a different skin. They were mentioning that the old Gallimimus hidden game does, while it looks like the baby one, they are not intended that way. They've also updated the ground texture, so we've got a lot nicer textures available with the grass. And so that looks nice. Not too much information there. Basically, they're adding plant formations as well. So you're going to be able to collect DNA of plants and just get those into your park. And so, yeah. They get these boreal plants as well. So these are some pretty cool Mesozoic plants, some desert plants for the Mesozoic, which makes you able to create these really nice looking habitats. Mesozoic grasslands, so some ferns and cycads, and then the wetlands have lots of options of really beautiful plants. They added a thing that allows you to create water plants on the top of the water, which is really, really nice. Lots of different toggles. So you can create kind of the water plants on the water areas and the more shoreline stuff in the shoreline. What's even more exciting is we've got a whole new dinosaur, the oviraptor. They felt like it was appropriate to introduce a species known for its relation to eggs. Obviously, it was once described as eating eggs, but it was now discovered that it's probably more likely that it was defending those. And so they're going to be, I assume, an omnivore. It says some stuff about fruits and nuts, but I'd assume they'd also get omnivorous. So they're going to have some more updates on that later on. So this is skin number 1, and I think it looks really, really nice. It's a little less cassowary than I think they would maybe go with, but I really like the look of it. But that's it for this Prehistoric Kingdom update. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I really, really am excited. I think that we'll be getting some great updates in the future with this game, and I think I've heard a lot of people concerned that Jurassic World Evolution 3 is just going to kill Prehistoric Kingdom. I don't think so. I think it's going to make Prehistoric Kingdom do crazy things that are just going to be so much better. Like if we go into into their breeding season, we'll have this is crazy cool. The fertility is cool. We don't know if that's coming in Jurassic World Evolution 3. But just the way that the nest work in this game seem really, really nice. And it seems like the management in this game is going to be great. We'll actually get eggs and incubation, things like that, which I think is going to be probably more in detail than the Jurassic World Evolution 3. So, I think Jurassic World Evolution 3 is setting a bar, and Prehistoric Kingdom is going to go above and beyond on that bar. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these kinds of more reaction videos. I think they're pretty fun to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.